Hi, I'm Keith.
And I'm Georgia.
And we're living a dream. After about 8,000 miles of camping trips last year, Georgia and I decided we'd like a little more room and a new camper. So we're about 5 weeks from heading out with our new travel trailer, and we're heading out west again. And this time, hopefully, we'll get all the way out to Yellowstone, Bryce, Zion, Grand Canyon. We're going up through the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and we'll go through North Dakota and then cut down after we go to, we'll be staying at Theodore Roosevelt National Park. So we've got reservations pretty much through Utah. It's just a tough time right now to try to get campsites on the fly. It would be a nice thing to be able to do, and I would much rather do that. But we're forced to make reservations if we want a place to stay. And as it is, some of the places we're staying don't have electricity and are pretty much dry camping. But that's okay, because we'll be in beautiful areas, and we'll be away from the big crowds. Our fall 2021 trip includes 29 different campsites, over 63 nights, and approximately 7,000 miles along the route just to go from campground to campground. So this is our new camper. This is a 2021 KZ Escape. It's got one small slide. It's long, but it doesn't go out real far. It's only about 2-foot slide. And this is a model E211 RB. So it's a total of 25 feet from the back bumper to the tongue ball. It's got power awning. The slide is electric, and I'm putting an electric tongue jack on it. Put 300 watts of solar power on this. They're a semi-flexible panel, and I put them down with Eternabond tape around the perimeter of the panel, and then used Eternabond with the finish side on the leading edges. So these panels are down, they're not going anywhere. The wires are run through the refrigerator chase like most people do, normal. No holes through the roof. Inside, it's set up with a 30 amp charge controller. I think these are called Step Above. Yes, Step Above. I believe that's a Lippert product. A lot of the stuff on this camper is Lippert. The frame, the axles, the steps, I think the door. Let me turn on a light here. So this has an in-the-wall slide, which gives it quite a bit of room. This is not cleaned up for photos, but that's okay. We're in the middle of doing a lot of odd things, and I'll show you a few of them. So I've got, over in the bedroom side, I've got it set up with a 12-volt supply there for phone chargers and things like that. I've got a 12-volt supply over here for phone chargers and whatever else. That's a USB center that's on 110 if we have power. I've got another 12-volt center up here that's set up and operating, and I've got another 12-volt center down here that's on a separate circuit for this, which I kind of like. This is a new item for us. It's an Alpicool portable refrigerator cooler, basically. So it's a 12-volt refrigerated cooler, and it holds about 25 or 30 cans of soda, beer, whatever. Bottled water fits in there. There's my charge controller. The sun's not even out and it's at 2.2 amps and it doesn't really need much of a charge. We use a desiccant rotor type dehumidifier on cooler nights. Instead of running the heat, we'll run that. It keeps the moisture down inside the unit from condensation and does a fantastic job. Up here we have a 32-inch TV, flat screen, smart TV, which it's only as smart as the connection we have when we usually don't have Wi-Fi, so not too worried about that. We have a Blu-ray player up there. We have the same security cameras and hard drive we had on our last trailer. Very handy, very nice. Seen lots of wildlife with those, so really cool. This has a 3-foot deep countertop. Now, this countertop has storage all the way to the wall, so you can't reach a lot of that. So I put there's some pull-out drawers and things in here to access that. I installed a built-in soap dispenser with a tank underneath. This has a nice little round stainless steel sink. I made this sink cover / cutting board out of a black nylon cutting board. This is the stove cover from our last trailer, modified slightly to fit on this stove. We still love our water in 3-gallon jugs, so I've installed a board across the back of the counter, and that board has straps attached to it, Velcro and loop straps, and my Keurig and the water jug are both secured up there along with that little square thing of coffee there. This has a nice little bathroom, not huge, but it has a shower instead of a tub. I've installed I'm trying to think of the brand name of it, but it's a fan that you can install that's 10 times better than the little blade that comes in most units, although this didn't come with a fan at all, so I had to hardwire it from the light next door. But I put a fan in this that pulls nice air. It's like a 9-inch fan, and I also have a vent cover on top of the vent so that I can leave it open all the time. Got a nice little curtain. Camper Sweet Camper. I installed shampoo and body wash dispensers. We got a little tired of having to put all that stuff up each time and make sure it's secured, and this way these are on the wall, they're not going anywhere, and they work fantastic. I absolutely love them. Let me turn on the light. There's the one for the hand soap is there. This has a big closet back here, lots of room for all kinds of stuff. It's it's 4 foot wide almost, and pretty deep, probably a good 2 foot deep. I've got a nice towel bar here. We decided to just put the towels right on the wall. They're not falling out of that. It hooks them halfway around. And I love this new toilet. This is a newer model. I don't know what it is, but it gives a nice spray. Really washes the bowl nice. A nice pantry here. Got room for my tools down there. Some odd stuff. We'll have food in here. Another pantry here. This is mostly pots and pans, cooking supplies. I have my coffee stuff in there. We have room up here for some glasses and paper towels. I've got underneath this bench is all organized with my extra water hoses, electrical extension cords, cable TV wire goes in there, stuff like that. The bed is a queen bed, but of course it's a short queen, similar to just about every travel trailer out there that has a queen. We got a little hanging organizer here, which works really nice for TV remotes and things like that. These little fans I got in Aldi, and they're actually really nice. They run on a USB cord, or 4 AA batteries, but I've been running it on the USB adapter, and it works fantastic. I really like the USB. The fan's super quiet, it gives just enough air, and it doesn't take up any room, because when I'm not using it, it fits right here in this little pocket. And that's it. So this camper does have a jackknife sofa, 5-foot sofa, so it'll be perfect if we want to take our grandson Jace camping. My daughter could just about fit on it, because she's only about a little over 5 foot tall. She's pretty short. But the booth, the dinette booth, is pretty big. That's probably 6 feet, and that folds down into a bed. So if we had to, we could sleep 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say we could sleep 5 without much of a hassle. But I hate to break down the table, so we don't plan on doing that. I just put another vent cover in this vent today, as a matter of fact. So that's all set. I can leave that one open during most of the weather and let things breathe a little. This has a Furion sound system. I haven't figured it all out yet. But I do know if I play Netflix off of my phone to the TV, I can also use the Bluetooth at the same time to the Furion, and that will go over the speakers inside. So that's kind of nice. It's great for Bluetooth to my phone for Spotify, music. We picked up some little ottomans. They're just kind of a fold-up deal, and they're not super expensive. They're quite cheap. I'm going to put a couple handles on the sides, and those are great for both ottomans and shoe storage. So when we're sitting on the couch, we can put our feet up on them. They're padded, and we usually can put a pillow up on top of that. But we also need a place to put shoes. Shoes are always an issue, whether it's just flip-flop sandals, or it's boots, or it's sneakers. There never seems to be enough places to put them where you're not tripping over them or they're not in the way. So we decided we'd go with those. I think we're going to like them. I'm looking forward to that. I put lots of hooks in here. Up here you'll see them for clothes, for keys and flashlights and things like that. We got our bug zappers here. We're pretty much outfitted, and like I say, with all the 12-volt accessory centers I have here for phone chargers and all that, and USB plugs with the solar panels, I think we should be good. I only run a Group 29 deep cycle battery. That's the biggest deep cycle you can fit into a standard Group 27 battery box. Any bigger than that and you have to build a different kind of box. I would love to have a bigger battery, maybe a 31, but right now we have a 29, and that worked pretty good last year, so I'm gonna give it another shot. We've been out in this a couple times just for little practice runs, small trips, two nights at a time, and it's gone good so far. Let's see, the air conditioner's controlled through just the controls built into it. Nothing high tech there. I've installed a digital thermostat in place of the old spring type thermostat for the furnace. The furnace is just a single small unit down there which blows air out of there, and obviously the dehumidifier has to be moved if we're using the furnace. I think that's about it, guys. We're about ready to take off and get out of here. Like I said, about 4 or 5 weeks. We are leaving next week for a 1-week trip in it. We're going out to Connecticut to the Austin Hawes campground at the American Legion State Forest. And this is up on the Farmington River in northern Connecticut. It's beautiful up there. We plan on doing a little tubing. And we're going with my son and his wife, and we'll have a great time. So I hope this gives you a good enough view of what we're doing, what we're planning on going in. This is all only about a month old, but I just today finished installing the last part, which was the roof vent in the center. And I think it's going to go well. Let's go back outside. And that's it. I do run a carrier on the back, fire pit there that runs on propane, and that's the slide. It's probably 10 feet long, but it's only 2 foot out, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. And the best part of this is you don't have to extend the slide out in order to use the camper. You can use the kitchen, the bathroom, open the refrigerator, get down through there. It doesn't pinch it off completely when it closes, and that's nice, because some of the campers I've been in and seen, when the slides are in, you can't use it. Georgia and I are really excited about our upcoming trips and our new camper. Join us next time when Georgia and I give the new camper a proper shakedown in the People's State Forest near the Farmington River in northwest Connecticut, and then a stop at Delta Lake State Park near Rome, New York.